Hello, everybody. I am A13. I have crawled out of my 1,000 year slumber once fucking more to talk about Sword and, well, not Sword and Shield, Romeo, Scarlet and Violet. And I would like to mention that Scarlet and Violet has introduced a bunch of new items that are here on this video, and I'm just going to give like a brief rundown on how I think it's going to affect things differently. Why am I paused on this particular frame of the new Pokemon Cyclizar and these gears? That is the animation for Shift Gear. And if my theory, well, my hypothesis as of right now, because a theory is only after it's been proven, is correct, that means that Cyclizar, like just based off what Cyclizar looks like, right? Just based off what Cyclizar looks like, there he is, ugly little guy. Just based off what Cyclizar looks like, I am betting money that this thing evolves into Koraidon or Miraidon based on what game you get. It's just Cub Fu, but to a game, you know? Instead of it being like, oh, hey, yeah, you could just like have this item or this item or this tower and this tower. No, it's just going to be like, oh, hey, you're playing Scarlet, which is the past. Well, here you go. This item is for Cyclizar to evolve into Koraidon. Or it'll be like, oh, you're playing Violet. Well, this item is for Miraidon, and so give it to Cyclizar to evolve it into Miraidon. Like, come on. Look at it. It's got a wheel chest. That literally says it all. Its name is Cyclizar. Miraidon. These nuts. Anyways, I should mention that this thing gets shift gear, which means Koraidon and Miraidon do in fact also get shift gear. We're gonna forward to Shed Tail, where it creates a substitute and swaps places with a party Pokemon in waiting. This shit is going to break competitive Pokemon clean in two. Singles, anyways. Doubles, I don't know how it's gonna work. But singles, holy fuck! Might actually become. This thing might actually get banned, depending on its not just on its BST, but this move. This move right here might be the reason it gets banned, because it's gonna make prediction games so much easier, but so much harder too. Because you don't know. Oh, they set up a Shed Tail? Are they gonna go back into like an offensive Pokemon, into a defensive Pokemon? What's the plan here? Are they gonna go into like their setup sweeper and just end the game right here and now? Are they gonna go into their rock setter and set up the rocks? What's the plan here? And nobody likes to play this game of, oh, what is this gonna switch into? Even though it's Pokemon and you should be accustomed to playing a prediction game because it's a prediction-based RPG RNG game. But that's just me talking. Now, I would like to mention that Shed Tail seems oppressive on paper because it's basically just sub and baton pass in one move. But it doesn't pass any stat buffs by the looks of it. It just creates a substitute and then swaps places. So like, there's no way it just passes stat buffs. I need to stop saying boofs. Oh my god. But this is still game changing in singles because nobody's like ready for this. Nobody's ever ready for substitute baton pass. And this thing right here is going to single-handedly break draft, getting it banned even if it has a BST of 5. That's how crazy this move is. That's how crazy just substitute baton pass is going to be, because it gives so many setup opportunities to so many big threats, you know? And so we're going to fast forward a bit to the Titan clip right here. Mirror Herb copies an opponent's stat increases when consumed. This thing is going to be horrifying in singles and doubles. It doesn't fucking matter what metagame you play, what you're more accustomed to. This item will single-handedly stop all forms of setup just because you don't know if your opponent has it or not. And if they bring knockoff back in this generation, where like every Pokemon has access to it or every Pokemon can get it from like a TM or something, dude, knockoff is going to be the number one most spammed move again. Besides U-turn will always be number one, but dude, knockoff is about to take its place in this generation if we get it back. And before you say, oh, you can get it through breeding, yes, I'm aware. However, I would also like to mention that if these new Pokemon get knockoff too, that would be fucking baller. And it would also quite literally make the game a little more balanced because of these new items and abilities and shit. And the new gimmick, which we're going to get into later. So here we have terastallizing, where we see um, where we see this guy turn into a water type. Get the full fucking clip. Yeah, we see this locomotion brother. I forgot his name already. Terrastallize into a water type, giving him a +6 speed boost after he gets hit by a hydro pump. Colossal, yeah. I would like to mention that this is going to make so many games even more terrifying because you could suddenly have like water type Zeraora with Volt Absorb, single handedly unstoppable. You could have ground type Mantine, immune to electric. Oh my god! Wait. If Mantine is in the game and it gets terastallized into a ground type, dude, that's horrifying. That means you only have to worry about ice type attacks and grass type attacks, and even then, it has the special defense stat to live these moves because most of them tend to come off a special defense stat, except for like Leaf Blade. Oh my god! Wait, that's terrifying. All right, next up is the loaded dice, which makes multi-strike moves more likely to hit more times. So, for those of you who are not initiated into Pokemon, multi-strike moves are moves that tend to hit 2 to 5 times. The minimum is 2, the maximum is 5. This is terrifying because they tend to have really low base power. It's like 25, 30, stuff like that, right? It's not too bad, 15. Uh, but there are Pokemon that have abilities that can buff themselves, like Breloom, who has Technician Bullet Seed with the loaded dice item and terastallizing. Because nobody knows what terastallizing does besides change type. But if terastallizing also has like a little thing where it's like, oh yeah, it makes your stab two times instead of 1.5. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's all I have to say because that would make usual threats like Breloom into actual monsters that are viable despite. Oh my god, no! Even with like they could just terastallize into an electric type, or a ground type, or just like a pure fighting or grass type, because that means they have less weaknesses. Oh my god, I just overlooked that, didn't I? Because if I'm remembering what terastallizing does correctly, it doesn't add another type like moves like Trick or Treat do, but it's like Soak where it turns them into a pure typing. So stuff like Hisui and Arcanine, if it terastallizes into a ground type, it becomes a pure ground type in the battle. But once it's out of battle, it becomes a regular rock fire type. But this dice item is going to be such a pain in the ass. I can already feel it. Let's see. And then next up, we have the terastallizing clip that broke Twitter, which I will just play in its full entirety. Yep. And this opens up the gateway for me to talk about this new move, Tera Blast. Changes type when the user has terastallized. This pretty much means, hey, yeah, here's your free stab. You don't have to run something like Shadow Claw to get the ghost stab. No. You have a move that automatically incorporates itself into the move set when you terastallize. I don't know how terastallizing is gonna work because of the new move Tera Blast, but what I'm guessing is that it's kind of like Gmax moves when they're used by that Pokemon. It'll change, but instead of it like making them big and have double HP stats, it's just gonna be like, okay, once you click this move and this terastallize button, it'll automatic like if you click terastallize and then the move is going to be what makes you hit a ghost type Tera Blast or a fire type Tera Blast or a other whatever typing you want to put in here Tera Blast. But that's terrifying because it's basically a stab move that is already in your kit that you can spam to your heart's content because I doubt it's a one-shot cannon. I'm pretty sure it might be based off of the PP that the move has, or if Game Freak is smart about it, only has 5 PP, so you have to be very smart about it. I doubt they'll do that though, because Game Freak and Pokemon Company have let us down before in the past with Pokemon Sword and Shield. I want to say Sun and Moon, but then they kind of fixed those mistakes with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so I guess. But yeah, other than that, oh yeah, the blade just fucking dies too. But with all that being said, I would like to mention that I myself am personally ready to jump back into this game just because of all this insane bullshit. I'm also very eager to looking forward to how Smogon's mods fucking handle this. Because there is no way they looked at this video and go, yeah, we'll just keep that in OU. They are not letting that slide. They are not letting that slide. I mean, come on. An herb that basically says, yoink my stats too. What are you going to do about it? A Pokemon that may have a low BST, but can pretty much say, hey, I can set up a substitute and then baton pass out. Thoughts? And well, it doesn't do the complete effect of baton pass, which is it basically just dry baton passes you by the looks of it. I'm not sure yet. I think it's pretty safe to say that Game Freak might fuck it up here and decide to have it work like a complete baton pass, where you just stat buff, Shed Tail into something that needs those buffs. Oh god, let's hope they don't do that. Let's hope they don't find this video and go, huh, that's a great idea. But calling it now, Cyclizar might as well be banned from Draft League and regular OU. This thing's just going to go straight to... It's going to be the first pre-evolution Pokemon to go to Ubers just because of this ability. Just because of this item. Just because of this fucking move. My apologies. I don't know where I got item and ability from, but this single move might probably get this thing banned because it's going to make prediction games a lot harder and people can just cheese out wins in OU with it. And you know, Smogon totally prides and credits itself on being a skill-based game, on competitive Pokemon being all skill-based, which is why they banned shit like King's Rock and Sandvale. Sorry, I have to make a joke about that. But yeah, other than that, this shit is crazy. Gen 9 is quite literally the same as Sakurai when he released Steve. He just said, fuck it, throw Steve in there. Pokemon Company was looking at this, yo, fuck it, just break the game. We don't care anymore. We need the money. Break the game. And here's the kick in the balls. I should have mentioned this earlier. I think I did, but I'm not sure. This could open the gate for Pokemon Company to introduce an official singles tournament competitive scene. I doubt they will. I genuinely doubt they will. They have no reason to. But if they do it, if they fucking do it, people like me might have a chance to be famous. Woo, baby! But yeah, other than that, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy and completely just upend the entire competitive meta, both singles and doubles. And I just want to say, for the first time ever, I'm here for this absolute insanity. Pokemon Company, keep going balls to the walls with this, because I want to see some people lose their minds. This is gonna be such a fun fucking meta. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy. This is gonna be such a good meta. First, Elvis Treasley. Holy shit. Bad Unite joke. But now this? You don't understand. I'm hyped. But I've let this video run on long enough. I know nobody is probably gonna really care about this. That's fine too. I just wanted to make this video talking about it and breaking it down and just seeing how, just throwing my thoughts out there, because boy oh boy were these thoughts suffocating me. But other than that, if you like what you saw or like what you heard, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. hit the like button, leave a comment calling me a fucking nerd. I don't care anymore. This has single-handedly improved competitive by making it unplayable. Oh, setup is no more, baby. Uh, with that being said, your boy's out of here. Remember to stay frosty, stay cool, stay smoky. Your boy's out. Peace.